Hello and welcome to Casual Minecraft. Once again, we are back on the very lonely single player server. Today, we are going to be working on something that I tried to work on a while back, but this one's a little bit better placed. Now, we tried to build the spider spawner thing all the way over by spawn, but it didn't really work out. But there's this thing that's been underneath the hill we've been living on the whole time, and I didn't even realize it was here. And since nobody is using it, I think that maybe we should make the most of it. Today I'm going to be building a spawner. It's not going to be anything special or anything super great. It's just going to be a very standard kind of spawner. But that's our house. This is where we spend all of our time, and that's where the spawner is going to be. So this could work out very nicely because all the time we spend working on anything else around here, it should mean that this is loaded, and it should mean that it's going to keep spawning. And hopefully that should mean a lot of XP, which means lots of great things, which means great happy times for everybody. This guy. I'm surprised. Hello. I'm surprised he's still here. He's been standing on there for a very long time. Anyway, this is going to include a lot of digging out places, placing pointless blocks and expanding the whole of this hillside so that it's flush with the wall. So this is going to be kind of a choppy episode. I think I should probably state that one now. So it's going to be kind of like the one we did where we did the horse place for Donkey. It's going to be kind of a progress update, so let's kind of see how that goes. But yeah, I'm going to get digging out the space we need because currently we don't have enough room. I need 4 blocks on either side, I believe, including this way, which is why we need to terraform a bit of this mountain. I'm going to need 2 down as well, and I need to bring the ceiling down. So I'm going to get to all of that stuff, and I will see you in a second. Well, there we are. There's the first part dug out. Now, this should be just about big enough in width. We are 4 blocks away from every single wall, which has meant this problem here. I've been trying to fill this in with some smooth stone, but if I come outside a little bit, hi, you're going to... I want to free you, but you're going to get in the way, so you're going to have to wait. But you can see the kind of problem I was talking about, but I don't think it's going to be too bad. We shouldn't have too much trouble just rounding this thing off. It's all something I'll do later at one point, maybe one day, who knows if I even will. Probably will, but it's going to be fine. I also need to find something half decent to make these walls out of, because I don't want a stone place or anything like that. I want this place to look good. It's got to look half decent. So I'm going to have to go and hunt for some blocks now, because I need to do the walls, I need to drop the floor as well and bring the ceiling down, but I might as well fill in the blocks we want instead of just temporary blocks and then have to go find... Yeah, so I'm going to do that. And then I'll be back again. Alright, the place is dug out, and the walls are mostly fitted apart from the front side. Well, yeah, the kind of the front side, and that's where all the water's going to go to and stuff, so we're going to play around with that in a second. This is what we're going to have going on. This is what's going on. It looks a bit silly because it's a bit wide, but it's fine. It'll do. I did try taking these sides out and replacing it with brick and stuff, but it just looked kind of silly, so I think I'm just going to leave it like that. Maybe I could try walls or something. The only issue is that this bit here, well, it's outside, so yeah. Not sure about this bit yet. We might have to fix that, but this is what we're going to go with. It's not anything too exciting, but to be honest, we're not really going to look in here all that much, so I think it's going to be okay. So, we need to start putting in the water. This is actually going to be the same thing that we did with the spider thing, so I don't really know whether you guys are going to want to see this or not, but we're going to do it anyway, so there you go. It's very simple. We just got to put some in the corners, and that should give us, yes, this little shape. And then we're going to want to dig down all of this shape and replace all this flooring, I guess. I just realized I have to replace all the flooring. Yeah, I'm going to do this off camera then. But this is a very simple way when you are building spawners such as these to figure out whereabouts all of your water needs to go. You just do this, and then you knock out each one of these, and that is going to make sure that you've got a stream that goes down the middle and that everything is pushed to one point. It's a good way of sorting that out, but yeah, I'll sort this out. Well, there we go. With a couple of additions, I have made all of the water flow probably work, and I think everything is lined up just about okay. We will be figuring this out once we get to the redstone, but that's basically what we're going to be going with. So this is the inside then. This is what we're doing. So now you'll find that no matter where a zombie spawns in here, they're always, slowly by the looks of it, but they're always going to end up just over there, and that's just the way that the water flow works. So taking out these blocks has made it work perfectly. I have filled in the floor, and I've decided to go with the dark glass. I don't know how much of a good idea this was. I've got to fill in these strips. I'm glad I noticed that. Because obviously it will still let light through. But I think we're going to figure that out as we go. I mean, they're going to fall down this way anyway, and I'm going to set them on the crusher rather than a drop, so we should be able to block everything off of this part here above off. but I don't know if I'm going to need to. We'll just have light down there. It probably will just make sense. So yeah, I think my next thing now is to get this part set up, this little dropping section here. I'm not worrying too much about the looks of the part we stand in. That's all stuff we can do later. So I just want to get this thing built, and then we'll worry about the rest. So yeah, I'll get to it. I'm not too great at this whole update project-y thing because I don't really know when I'm even supposed to update you. But hey, I've made a difference to some places. I did have to bring all of these glass blocks back one because I had built out way too far, which is why that water was funny at the front. I've also added this on. This is my favorite way of making it look like it hangs from the ceiling, but at the same time it stops them being able to spawn on top, which is definitely a bonus. So let's run around through my super secret hideout passageway, underground secret tunnel nobody will ever know about, to the front, and I have implemented this part. This is why I say implemented this part there. It's just a few blocks, but we have the part where they will fall into, so they will come through here and they will land on top of this hopper and I will punch their feet. So I need to put in a few other things, mainly the crusher. So the crusher is going to go here, and these will be the pistons, and this will be the redstone. And that's making me wonder, how am I going to do this so that it doesn't look bad? I'm going to have to cover over most of this. And the more I think about it too, the more this glass isn't really the best idea, because no matter how much light I take off from up here, it's still going to, there has to be light here, otherwise they'll spawn on top of me and we'll all die. So yeah, I'm going to have to try and think about that. So I think I'm actually going to have to cover over all of this part. And maybe I'll have a separate platform up here. So if we wanted to, we can go up our little amazing good stairs. We can have a little look in just to see what's going on. I don't think we'll ever need to, but we can. I think that's the point. So yeah, I'm going to get onto the redstone stuff now, I guess. I need to go gather some things. I think I have to gather some slime balls, which I'm really happy about. And then we will start doing some stuffs. I believe I have made all of the preparations for the first piece of stone of red, and I think we can put that in now. This is just basically a little timer, a little hopper timer that's going to make the crusher stay on for a certain amount of time and then go back again, so they don't completely die. So let's see if I can get this right the first time. Nope. I'm terrible at placing these things. They're really awkward to place. Oh, come on. Can I get on any other angle? Oh, come on. Is it because I'm placing it so far down? I don't know. This is going to start to really annoy me in a minute. That's not what I meant to do. What? Oh, right. There's a thing above my head. Okay. There. Perfect. That's what I meant to do. So we can put some redstones on these bits. And then we need to set up our hopper clock timer thing. So let's do that. We want some pistons running into... Pistons? We need hoppers running into themselves. And we are going to need some blocks to go underneath. And that is so we can put down the comparators. Oh yeah, I'm not going to try and explain what all this stuff does, because I think most of you probably know how all of this stuff works. Probably better than I do. So I'm not going to bother, but if you don't understand hopper clocks, I'm pretty sure if you just bing it, you'll find out very quickly. But essentially what this is going to do is it's going to pass items back and forwards, and that's going to make a redstone block move, and that's going to turn things on and off. So I'll try and explain it a little bit better once we've placed a few more things. So let me see if I can place sticky piston again. I did it. I did it perfectly. So it's just so well. I can't believe I did it so well. That's really annoying. I need to climb on things, so I need things to be things. Okay, let's place another one right here. Oh yes, this is good. This is. Oh, I need a redstone block. Let's get that quick. Shouldn't be hard to build. And then that can go on this side for now. And then we need some redstones on these bits. And I think I did it. I think I did it. That's right, isn't it? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, right. So now, when this is up... No, this isn't right. This isn't right at all. That's because I haven't put my items in there. I wonder why things weren't quite working. So I'm going to put these in. There we go. Now it's going to do a thing. And that should leave the crusher closed just long enough to kill the things, and then it should snap back. There we go. So now, this is, I believe, similar to a bud switch. In fact, it is a bud switch. This piston here... What are you doing? This comparator is obviously on because there's items in here. That is passing power to this guy right here, which is the block, I mean, not the redstone on top, the block, and that's passing power diagonally. But this isn't quite updating because this block is stopping the hopper from doing things, so things aren't moving. But if we update this, we should see that it actually does fire. So using that, we then can place some blocks on the side of this. Whereabouts do we want the button to be? I guess I'll put the button here. I don't have a button. Let's make a button. There's a button. Perfect. Let's use this little guy to go on here. And if I put down some stone of red onto this bit, it's going to update it every time I do that. Alright, so that works, as far as I'm aware. I think that works. I think I did it. So now every time we hit this button, it's going to put the crusher across for the right amount of time, and this timer here is going to make sure that it does that. And I think that is correct. Now, I'm not sure if there's anything else. There is. There's one other thing that we can do, since we have the gate in there, and I'm going to hook it up to some lights eventually, but I'm not 100% sure about the lights because I'm not sure where to place them. In the creative world design I was placing them all the way around all the walls, and it was working, but because that part and that part are actually outside of the mountain, I'm not sure if it's going to work too well. But what we can do is if I climb up a little bit. Oh, I can't climb up on these slabs. There we go. If I climb up a little bit, if I am to place a redstone here, and then I can place, wait, not you. I guess I can place here. I guess this would have to be a lever actually, but I don't have a lever. So let's pretend I had a lever. I don't have any sticks, do I? Let's pretend I had a lever, and this one here is actually a lever. That will then close the gate, right? No, because no, I've done this wrong. No, hold on. I've done this wrong. This needs to go this way. And it does make a difference. And then like that. There we go. And now, when I flick my lever, it would actually close the gate. Obviously, it's not really going to work like, well, the gate is closed. It will open up, it will make sense once it's actually put in place, but regardless, that is the thing that we can do, so it will close the gate, and it will also turn the light on. So the idea there would be that I can come in here, I could flick the lever, it would close the gate, and it would turn all the lights on so mobs would stop spawning, and then they'd all be in here, and I could hit the crusher, and that way we don't just get more and more mobs piling in whilst after the crusher's been, and I'm standing here trying to punch. That wasn't a good idea. There we go. Whilst I'm trying to punch them, they're not going to keep piling in, so we've got loads in here that I need to punch 1,000 times to actually kill, because obviously they will have full health because they haven't been through the crusher. I think it makes sense. It probably makes sense. So yeah, this is basically it. I've got a lot of tidying up to do. As you can see, it doesn't look very good down here at all. Now I think I'm going to have to kind of go over this thing like this. I think that's going to be what I end up doing, because I need to block this off from light. I mean, I did really want this to be visible, and I'm just going to have a staircase somewhere for it to be visible that way, I guess. But I'm going to have to block this off. Now, what I can do is, just up there is all of the other farms, so I'm going to tunnel through and try and get a little staircase going so we can come down from up there. We'd have to go run around and try and climb up all the mountains, because it's been, it hasn't been fun climbing up all those mountains, I'll tell you that much. It's been kind of annoying. But yeah, I'm going to try and tidy this up a bit. I'm going to try and finalize everything. I'm going to try to set this thing up properly because this is wrong. And I'm going to try and put in some lights. And we'll just kind of see how that goes. And when I come back, we should have this whole thing completed. And we'll actually give it a go. And we'll see how it works. Yeah, I'll see you in a sec. Well, after some very messy redstone, the lights work, but they don't really stop them from spawning. I think they make a little bit of a difference. I think they do probably slow it down, but they definitely don't stop it. So it's not the end of the world. I can deal with it, but I might just have to add some more at the back. I think it might be the only way to make it work, but I think we're done. So I'm going to try and take away these torches because I want to block this whole section off if I can. There we go. That should be everything. You shouldn't be able to get back up there, which means it should be pitch black. So let's flip the switch and they should start falling down. Now what I'm going to do is, I just want to have a quick check, but I can't really get up there. I'm going to wait a little bit. I'm going to make another cut because this is cut episode everywhere all the time, because I want to see just how well this thing is working. So I'm going to block off. This is essentially what it's going to be like. I'm going to block that off, and then we'll have a tunnel coming from this way, coming from our base and all the other stuff up there. I probably will add some color and some other stuff in, for example change the floor or something, because this place is horrible and I didn't really make it look nice, but that's fine. I'm just going to do that. I'm going to wait around. I'm going to get these things spawning up. I'm probably only going to wait like 10-15 minutes just to see how this thing does, and then I'll be back with you and then we'll wrap it up. So yeah, I'll see you in a few seconds. Well, it's been a little around, maybe 10 minutes, I don't know, but we got about 130. That's not bad at all. I'm kind of happy with that. This thing's going quickly, so let's find out if this works. I'm gonna hope it does. Hopefully. Oh, well, there goes the chicken. Sorry, chicken. Hopefully they won't all die. If they do, we'll just have to take a couple of blocks out. It'll be okay. It'll be easy to fix, and they should just be one-hit kills. Oh yes. Now, obviously, the guys with the armor and stuff will take a little bit longer to kill. And also, I'm wasting the XP here, really, because I'm already a level 34. But we can collect all the stuff in here. I've actually got some stuff I must have dropped earlier, but we can collect all the stuff. Hopefully, get some armor drops, maybe something lucky. The real good thing that we should definitely do is get some health potions, because we can throw one health potion from here and it will kill all of them instantly. And that's going to be much, much, much quicker than punching how many? 140, 130 odd? I forgot to close it off, so they're still coming through, which is obviously why we put that in there, because now, if I press the crush again, majority of these guys are going to die, so we're going to flick that off just quickly, and that's going to shut the gate, stop more coming in, and we should be fine. So yeah, I'm going to build some health potions now. I don't know if this thing exists, so I'm going to do some searching, and I'm going to do some looking around, but I have an idea for something that may not exist, which may be kind of fun to build. And that's going to be something that will automatically brew me the same potion over and over and over. Now, I know you've got the farms where you can select the things you want, and then you press the button and it will brew them. But I'm talking about something that literally just keeps going and going. I don't have to press buttons or do anything. It will just keep putting in material after material to make health potions, and then that way we can try and kill all these guys in one hit and get loads of XPs and just be super happy about everything. But that will be for another time. That is going to be the end of this episode. I am locked in this thing, and that's going to be very fun trying to dig my way back up to that place, because that's what I really want to do. So I'm going to call the episode there. So I do hope you did enjoy this episode, and I do hope you pick some things up if you do want to build your own farm. They're really not that hard. They're really not that hard. I spent a lot of time just messing about with things you don't need. Realistically, once I had all this front stuff built, if it was just stone, it would work fine. And then all I need is this crusher, if I wanted a crusher. I didn't even need a crusher. I could have took the torches out and hit them with my swords. So yeah, get on it. It's fun. It's good stuff. Good stuff. But yeah, if you did enjoy this episode, do go ahead and do all the other things that exist in the world and go to the description. There are links for other things that also exist on the internet. And yeah, I'll see you next time.